Hi everyone, welcome to week 2. You made it through week 1. Great job. I really enjoyed meeting all of you on the discussion board last week and learning about your lives and your families and where you're from and everything. That was really fun. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you this semester. So a few notes that I need to go over. First of all, this week you are starting speaking partners and peer discussion appointments. So make sure you go to those appointments on time and that you get all that done. This week we are talking about rounding and estimation. So first thing that you need to know, when we round, if there's a 5 at the end, we round up. So make sure that that is done correctly. The second thing that you need to know, and this is right below here in number 4, it talks about this. On some of the assignments, we are rounding to the highest place value. And so if an assignment says round and then multiply, or round and then add, or round and then do some kind of operation, make sure you round to the highest place value. And that's explained below in number 4 if you don't know how to do that. The third thing is the learning report. This week at the end of the week, you have a learning report to turn in. In the learning report, you are going to make a goal for the week, and you're going to be doing this every week. And it's a good idea if you write your goal down and stick it somewhere near where you study. So I like to use Post-it notes. You could write your goal down on a Post-it note and stick it up by your computer. That way you remember your goal for that week and you can work on it. Because at the end, the next week, you will report on your goal and say how you did. And it needs to be a goal related to this class. So it could be a goal on speaking English or learning English or practicing your flashcards. It could be a goal on helping someone else in the class. Those are just some examples of goals that some students have done in the past. So right now I'm going to show you guys really quick how to find the textbook and some other resources and how to sign up for a tutor. And then I'm going to give you some clarification on the exercise in folder C and talk to you about Life Plan Part 1. Where to find the textbook and other resources. So if we click on the content button and we go way down here to the bottom, we have a resources folder. And in the resources folder, right down here, this is the whole textbook. Now, as you go through the course, if you click on lesson 2, for example, and then you click on one of the exercises, there's a link to that specific exercise, which actually takes you into the textbook. But if you want to be able to see the whole textbook, this is where you find it. Sorry, I was scrolling through the textbook so you can see where I was at the last time I was here. So, but this is the entire textbook and all of the exercises are in this textbook. So I have found that sometimes the links don't work exactly right, or there's a problem with something.
Mom?
Then you can come down and find the textbook and find the exercise down here in the textbook. All right. The second thing I wanted to show you. So the other thing I want to show you is the online math help. I know some of you are not as comfortable with doing math. You're a little nervous with this class. Some of you are very confident with math. But if you get into problems, I want you to know where to go to get help. And there's a link to this with a lot of the assignments too. So when you click on the online math help link, it takes you to this page. And right here, Pathway Students Get Math Help Right Now. Click on this. And if you have a math question, chat with a tutor now. You can type in your name and then select your course. You're in Pathway, and then you can type in your question. I don't know how to do exercise 1.3C number 18. Okay, and then you click start the chat and they will chat with you. Now, this only works during the hours that they are open, and all these hours are Mountain Standard Time. So make sure that they're open, and then you can go ahead and start a chat and talk to a tutor, and they can help you. And it's a great way to get help right away if you have a question on like one problem or something like that. Okay, so go check it out, try it out. If you get stuck on one thing, or if you're stuck on like a whole section, go try chatting with a tutor. Another option is you can also schedule a time with me and I can talk to you if you need help like that too. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about, really quick, I'm going to talk to you about exercise 1.2C number 18. Here we go. So for lesson 2, in folder C, exercise 1.2 part C. Oh, this link is dead, I think. Yep, it's a dead link. Now remember what I told you, if you run into a dead link, 1.2 part C, exercise 1.2 part C. You can still find this information if you go down to the textbook. So you go down and find the textbook right here. And then I've already been moving around in this textbook. So I'm at section 1.2 exercise part A. I'm going to move down to part C. Let's move down so we can see more of this. There's part B. And here's part C. Okay. Section 1.2 exercise part C, number 18 down here. It says receive reports from your group members that they have started tracking their current income and expenses. You're going to be talking about this in the gathering, about tracking income and expenses, and in your group, you're supposed to report to everyone in your group that you have started tracking income and expenses. This report, you can just do this via email, or text. You can text the person, so just get their phone number and text them and say, I've started tracking my income and expenses, or email them and say, I've started tracking my income and expenses. And then you've reported to your group members. Okay, so that's how we want you to report to everyone. You don't need to go see them in person or meet with them or call them or anything like that. Just a real quick email or a text would work great for that. And then the last thing, we're going to talk about Life Plan Part 1. So I decided to put Life Plan Part 1 in a separate video. That way you can get to it really quickly when you need it. So I just wanted to say have a great week, everyone, and I will see you on the discussion boards. And please email me if you have any questions.